Tonight on New Hampshire Crossroads, we go to Newmarket to see fine art come to the street. It's the creation of a mural for our time and for times to come. And then it's off to Maine for a schooner race and a sail aboard the windjammer Roseway. And finally, an exploration of the art and the mechanics of fine music.
Hi, I'm Fritz Weatherby, and this is New Hampshire Crossroads. Today we're in Newmarket, New Hampshire, beside the town library, and we are here today because the first story on Crossroads this evening takes place right here in this town. A few days ago, producer Jason Grant spent some time with artist and muralist Leann WIley, who is working on an absolutely exquisite community project in this town. And that project just happens to be right here.
Before I started painting, I was a teacher. I was teaching in Indonesia and just decided what I really wanted to do was be a painter. So dropped that and came back and started painting. So I've been painting for about 4 years. I had some drawings of Newmarket. I've been working with the mills. I just did some drawings of the mills and had them up in a coffee shop here, and the business association asked me if I felt like painting a mural. So I said, sure, I'll try it. So it just turned from an idea to this very big project. A lot of businesses contributed. A lot of people have been contributing now. Just, people who want their names, put their names on the wall. And so it's just kind of developed over the past few months. It's really the first project, I think, that it's the first time I really have felt, like this feeling of giving to a community. It started off, I just wanted to do it and, really decided to start painting murals. And then, I'm not answering this question very well. I know what you want me to say. Just that it is the first thing that really is the response of the community is really something I've never had before.
It's a teeny bit fat. Is that guy really there?
Fat. Is that what?
Is that guy really there?
Yeah, he kind of was over there, but I put him over there.
Is this going to be a woman or a man?
Woman.
That's a man, I know that.
No, that's a girl, but she's holding a basketball. People are really excited about seeing their town painted and having it as a mural. And I think it's the first time that I've really felt like art was something that was, that people enjoyed, that made them happy. that they really liked. And it's been the biggest part of this project for me is seeing how much people have enjoyed this and have, drive past and say, so, thank you, or that's great, or we can't wait to see the next one.
Before we built that building that's over there, we worked in one of these here, one of these floors. Then we went from these floors, we took all the machinery across this thing into this stone building. This is a stone building that's by the river. And we worked in there. Then, when they got from there, we moved into this new building that's over there. I worked with the Rockingham for 33 years.
What they ask in Indonesia all the time is, what's your religion? I'm Muslim. What's your religion? And you really start asking yourself, well, what is my religion? And the thing that I really always had this belief in was art, and loved art, and would always say, oh, wouldn't it be great, but too bad. And I think that has to do with, I think it takes a lot of faith to be a painter, like faith in yourself that you're strong enough to do it, and just faith in art that it's something that's necessary, and that if you do it, you'll find a way to that it's needed. And it's a weird question to ask. I think it's a hard question to ask about art, like, what good does it, spiritually, in the same sense of, like, what good does it do to go to church? It's not anything physical or mental. It's a spiritual thing.
In the cellar down here, there must have been Frenchmen down here that must have been like revolutionary people, because the ceilings were only 5 feet high. They weren't tall. And the beams. Now these walls are this thick. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 inches thick. And then you count up to the top. 200 courses all the way around the building. Many 7 million bricks.
I didn't even think we were going to be able to afford the materials at the beginning. I really just gave up the project when I started researching and finding how much the primer cost, how much the epoxy cost. The final epoxy is like $50 a gallon. And when I found that out, it's like $300 to seal the wall. And I just said, well, we're not going to be able to do that. And then suddenly we had the money to do that. And now it's at the point where I'm actually making money from it. And it's been so much everyone pitching in, that nobody's really paid a lot of money to get this done, but everyone's pitched in a little, and it's really been an awesome project in that way.
Well, will this project be done this year? Probably not. Leann says she's going to take the winter to work on her own painting, but she will be back again next summer working on this. It's just exquisite. Isn't this work just beautiful? Wow. In our next story, we're going to go to Maine. We're going over to the great schooner races, spend the day aboard the Windjammer Roseway. They made us an offer, and it was an offer we couldn't refuse. And besides, where else do you get to tell a story that starts with a cannon blast?